There's a deer right there. On that note, what's going on, you guys? If you don't know, my name is Blake Durant and I make outdoors videos. Now obviously I'm going to get an amazing intro started here soon. I apologize for not uploading for a couple days. I had my sister's birthday to go to and I was waiting for the temperature to warm up and it didn't. It's around 23 degrees out right now. Obviously it's not super cold, but it's a lot colder from 66 to what it's been. Now today, you guys absolutely destroyed the vote thing. I wanted to see what you guys wanted to do, if you wanted me to go out on a kayak, a new shelter, or come back to this one. And now this is what you guys voted on. I am more than happy to come back to this puppy. I wanted to work on it more. I'm just wondering on what I'm going to do to it since it's really cold tonight. Because I have to have a fire, for sure, because it's going to get down to like 25. Basically where it's at right now is where it's going to be all night. It's supposed to warm up to about 33 and then come back down to 25. Now, one of the first things that I had to come up with is how in the world am I going to put walls up here? Now, I could tie a branch side to side like this and put sticks vertical all the way across it. Because I'm not going to use 4 football fields worth of paracord to tie individual sticks on top of each other like that. I'm not doing that. So we need to figure out how we're gonna do this. I did not bring my tarp with me because my initial plan was to put a stick up top here from over there all the way across to this tree and then put the tarp over it like this. But I didn't bring my tarp. Now this shelter is pretty cool for a couple of reasons. Not only can I have like an upstairs to it, which is up here, I think I could probably make it an actual like little cabin down there. It's gonna be a lot of work and I've got probably 6 hours to make it happen, but all right, that's a good sign. Now, since it is springtime, basically Mother Nature hasn't decided, but black bears are out, so that is a thing. As always, I do have my bear spray with me. Now, I do think I could fend myself off from a bear with a knife, but I also don't think I could. I'm hoping that bear spray will work. Because black bears, you know, if you don't know the saying, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. Now, the chances of a person being fatally attacked in Wisconsin by a black bear are 1 in a million. I think it said 1 fatal attack has happened in the past like 20 years. Now, if I do come encounter with one, the only issue that I have is if she has cubs. Because, you know, parents do anything for the kids, so will a black bear. And bears act purely on instinct. So if a bear sees me and it feels threatened, it's going to charge me. Now, humans will take a couple seconds to react to that. You know, react to what they're going to do. Ideally, I think I'll be okay. I also learned that it's pretty smart if you're in like grizzly bear territory, which I'm obviously not. There's no grizzly bears around here. If you wear a little bell right here on your hip, it's actually really smart because then you won't spook a bear or anything like that coming around the corner so they can hear you coming. So that's pretty cool if you didn't know that and you live by big brown bears. I'm very glad I don't live by brown bears. We're going to get an entire wall across this side, hopefully. Across the back side here. So our shelter looks like this. It's a triangle. We sleep on top up here. I'm hoping to get this wall up and this wall up so that there's just an opening in the front right there. It's like this. Wall here and wall here and then the opening right here. Now I would like to sleep up top more because I'd feel a little bit safer, but for the time that I have right now and when I got out here, and with it being super cold tonight, I need to be close to a fire. I can't just sleep up there like I did the past time. So let's get started on that immediately. Now for this to happen, I think I'm gonna need roughly 80 something logs. Bless me. 80 something logs for each side, or 40 on one side, 40 on the other. 6 feet tall, a little bit higher than that. So a lot of dead trees around here. We're just gonna pick all these trees clean and hopefully get our walls up. Ta-da! It's almost uncommon for us not to find a deer skull. Like you see the raccoons, possums, whatever was chewing on it there. Ate the nose off. This is a doe. No horns. Now it's time for the cleaning process. I'd say I probably got maybe 30 logs here. Within 45 minutes, not terrible. Now, unfortunately, I know this is not enough to fill up even one side, maybe half. Some of these logs are way taller, which I'm okay with. My hatch is pretty much a hammer now, but hey, guess what? Still works. Just takes a couple more swings and a little bit more oomph. Hopefully that'll be good. And then we'll get this wall up first, and then we'll get the thought my lip was bleeding. We'll get the other side up then. Yippee-ki-yay. Ta-da. So it's 20 logs for a rough draft. And by that, I mean just the bigger logs that go on the outside to give it its outline. Now, I took other logs like this and went down and up with a V, and I put another log in the middle of that. Each log is placed between 1 to 2 of my top shelf logs, my upstairs logs. And then I took one, like I said, I made a V pattern out of it, and I put one right in the middle so I can put 6 in between these two like this. 20 logs across, 6 logs in front. Now obviously it needs a lot of work, and this is only one side, but I'm happy with how it's coming out. We're gonna need a lot of brush in between here. Okay, rough draft wise, this is what we're working with. We have the wall up on the right side. We're gonna put a wall up right here on the short side, and we've got somewhat of one up on the left side. Our weigh-in will be right here, right next to our stool to get up. And we'll have a wall here, and a wall in front of us right here. But Blake, if you wall off outsides, how are you gonna get in? Right here by our stool. We're gonna leave a little section open right here where our fire is gonna be. I'm gonna clear out all this brush to make sure there's no fire hazards, nothing like that. The wind is coming from that way. And with our wall up, it's blocking the wind from blowing anything, which is another plus sign. We'll be able to come in right here, and then everything else will be blocked off. Yeah. So now that we've got our rough draft, everything is set up, got sticks on every side of the wall where they all need to be. This is the easy part. Like an onion, layers. Pile things on things on things, sticks on sticks on sticks. And eventually you'll just have a thick layer of sticks that will block the wind essentially. Now I know I mentioned I was gone because it was my sister's birthday. She turned 18, which which is crazy. I mean, that's insane. But she's gonna go to school for nursing, so I promised her, and I know one day I want to pay for her college, her tuition. And I'm hoping I'll get, I know I'll get there someday. I know. That's a promise to her. On that note, shelter's coming along pretty damn well. I mean, got our walls up. It is kind of chilly though. My hands are cold. I'm gonna take all these needles on the ground and stuff and put them on the floor so I can basically have a bed. I don't have to go out looking for a bunch of pine needles and stuff like that. Just got the fire going. I went back for the skull. Figured we could put this puppy right there. Ta-da! Just taking a break, sitting down for a little bit. Got our fire going. Sleeping bags in there on a bunch of stuff. Our far side wall is pretty good. This one is also pretty good. Doesn't look like it, you know, the sun's out and everything, but it's chilly. Just my hands. When I'm moving a bunch of wood and everything, the wood's really cold. We got walls now. Double-decker Big Mac. Tools are all hanging up over there. Everything's laid out for our bed. Pretty much we're ready for the night, aside from cutting up more firewood. Got a bunch of firewood over there. Fire right here. I've been walking around a while, just looking for different spots to make some videos. And I came across this area right here. I know we walked down here before, towards this water, but right here I think is where we'll do our next video. Now unfortunately the water is only like a foot deep, not even. It's more of a marsh and swamp than it is a pond or anything, so definitely can't fish it. But I'm looking for deer sheds right now, seeing if there's any bear poop, or there's deer poop all along the trail, but nothing too concerning. Check this out. Now bucks will do that for a number of reasons. It'll be to show dominance, mark their territory, intimidate other bucks. But they'll also do it for when they're growing their horns. There's little velvet blood vessels on there. And they'll scrape them off so their horns will continue to grow, actually. So that's pretty interesting if you didn't know that. I'm looking for any bear scrapes though. That would be really cool. There's a lot of buck around here, which is, I mean, a good thing, but I'm not seeing any claw marks. That'd be a great place for a bear to sleep. I don't know what that is dug up right there, but kind of being a little bit louder in case there is something, you know, at least it knows we're here. Now, as much as I don't want to, I think I am gonna dig the inside of here out just a little bit. Just get down, just a small little bit. So what is this? Root. Getting flashbacks. That's gonna be so much better for tonight. Now the reason I did that is because it might be a little windy tonight, so I'm gonna have to keep the fire on low and controlled. And I just figured that the wind will just go over the top of me instead of just hitting me from the side. Yes, I have these walls up. Yes, they could be done a little bit more, but it's a little bit tiring. Still looks really cool. And it works. Well, you guys, I got a new necklace now. It looks like should be a horn. Happy with everything is turning out though. It's going well. As you can see, it's starting to get dark. It does look a little bit lighter for you guys, but say probably half an hour, give or take, of light left. So I'm gonna use that to reinforce the walls here just a little bit more. It's time to let the night begin. Ta-da! So got our necklace. I'm gonna get into bed here soon, actually. See if we go to bed early or wake up early. I'm gonna try and get some sleep here. And as always, I'll record if something interesting happens. On that note, I'll see y'all in the morning. Good night. Good morning. I'm gonna take no time to get out of here. It's 31 and it feels like 21 right now. I'd say I was a solid 8 out of 10. Warmth wise, definitely a 5. It's gonna be in the 40s the next few days, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to get out and make a kayak video for you guys. I've been wanting to fish so bad, but I don't have a kayak rack on the top of my car, so. If y'all enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see y'all on the next one.